Family's Playground. Please like and subscribe.
Previously on the Stack Family. What's this? Looks like an old book. October 3rd, 1893. Dear Diary. This is my first entry in my new diary that Father bought me for my birthday last week. My name is Caroline Stack. I just turned 10 years old. I have 3 younger brothers, Thomas, who is 8, Frederick, who is 7, and William, who is 6. I had another brother named Samuel, but he passed away shortly after birth. Mother says he is in heaven now and watching over us. I also have a baby sister named Charlotte. When are Grandma and Grandpa coming?
Their train arrives in an hour, so we will have to leave after putting the laundry away. I hope you don't mind, but Alice, James, and the children wanted to come for the visit too. Well, I suppose we can make room.
Good. Come on, Henry and Elizabeth.
Wow, Henry sure has gotten big.
Yes, he is practically a strapping young man now. And I don't think you have met my lovely daughter, Elizabeth. I don't know why I have to stay in the nursery. I'm much too mature compared to you babies, but if I have to be here, I might have to, enjoy myself so you guys can be my slaves. Well, I guess I'll have to monitor you babies, so I will eat here. She said before we aren't babies. Well, you act like babies. Didn't anybody ever teach you how proper table manners work? Oops! You got juice all over my dress. You ruined it. David, their last name is Stack, just like us. I know, but she said it was 1893. That was more than 100 years ago. I know. Do you think that Caroline Stack is a great-great-great-great-great-grandma to you? I don't know, but that book has been in there for a long time.
Stephanie, David, I have been calling you two. It is time for lunch.
Sorry, David. Let's go eat. Then we will come back and read some more. And now for part 2. Let's go back to reading Caroline's diary. Okay, yes. I wonder what else she says. 1893. Dear Diary, my relatives have been here for a week now. Elizabeth has been the same. I tried to keep my distance and tell my brothers to do the same, but they don't listen. Her mother, my aunt Alice, seems nice though. Well, my grandma is very strict and says children should sit quietly and not be heard. Today we go back to school, and Mother said that Elizabeth has to come too. I'm not sure why she has to come when they are only visiting and hopefully leaving soon.
Caroline, you need to finish getting ready. You need to leave for school soon.
Yes, Nanny Smith. I so hate having to go to school. I don't know why I have to go.
So you can get educated and hopefully get a good job when you're older.
Get a job without schooling. Why don't I have to go to school?
Proper schooling opens up more opportunity. Plus, it's important to know how to read, write, and add. Now, come on, children. Time to go. Elizabeth, follow the others. They will show you the way.
The school is just ahead, Elizabeth. So this is what the common schools look like. My old school was a private boarding school. It was just huge. Yeah, school is just one room. You probably only taught your ABCs. At my old school, we learned Latin. Oh, brother! Come on, Miss Rose is ringing the bell. We're going to be late. I don't want to get in trouble.
You Stack children. School starts at 9 a.m. sharp, and it is now 9:02.
Sorry, Mrs. Wills.
Put your hands out. Now take a seat. And who are you?
She is my cousin. My name is Elizabeth, and I came from a very wealthy family,
and previously I went to a fancy private school.
Well, Elizabeth, I will let your tardiness slide today since you are new, but you better be on time tomorrow. You can take a seat beside Caroline. Now, class, take out your slates and we are going to practice our timetables.
Oh, Amanda, this is so easy.
Hey, Caroline, your cousin is a toffee nose.
That is enough, Robert. Why don't you come to the front of the class here and recite your times tables?
9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 4 is 35.
That is enough. Robert, go take a seat and you can write 50 times the statement, "I will not talk in class." The rest of you can go out for recess.
Yay!
Hey, Caroline, what is with your cousin?
I don't know. She is very stuck up and thinks she is all that great.
I know what was the point about pointing out that she went to a private school.
Well, we can play the game too. Hey, Elizabeth, why aren't you at your private school anymore?
She was probably too stupid and ugly, so they kicked her out.
Elizabeth, your hair is so white. You look like a ghost. Maybe you should go back to the cemetery where you belong.
What is going on here?
Nothing.
Children, get inside at once.
What happened to Elizabeth?
I don't know. She ran off after recess.
Caroline, your mother is waiting for you in the parlor.
Caroline.
And you three, come upstairs at once.
Yes, Mother.
Caroline, Elizabeth came home crying halfway through the day.
I'm sorry, Mother.
You and your friends were very mean to her.
I know, but she hasn't been very nice to us.
I don't care. Elizabeth and her family are going through a very tough time and need our help right now, not for us to make things more difficult for them.
A tough time? What do you mean? What, being on vacation, visiting family?
Elizabeth and her family are not just visiting. Their home and all their belongings were burned in a fire. They are destitute.
What?
So they are staying with us until they can get back on their feet. This is a big change for them. They aren't used to not having things.
So they are poor and homeless?
They need our sympathy and understanding. I want you to go apologize to Elizabeth this instant.
Yes, Mother. I'm sorry, Elizabeth, with how I've been treating you and what happened at school today.
Your friends are very uncivilized, and you are very careless. I expected more from you giving me that we are family.
I know, and I'm sorry. Mother told me about the fire.
You don't know what it is like to have everything you ever wanted, to then have it all taken away.
No, I don't know what it is like, but what I do know is that we are family and there is more than enough room here. Whatever. Mine is now yours.
Thank you, Caroline.
Go outside and play tag, okay?
I think I would like that.
Well, diary, it turns out Elizabeth isn't such a haughty person after all. I can't imagine having your house burned down and losing everything. I probably would have acted like her too if I had to lose the only life I knew. I am going to try and look at the possible in this situation and grow closer with my extended family members. That looks like all that is written, but there appears to be some pictures here. This must be Caroline and her family.
What are you two doing?
We found this old diary from Caroline's stack.
Oh my!
Do you know her?
Caroline Stack was my great aunt. Her brother Frederick was my grandfather.
David, you look like Frederick in that picture.
Oh, yeah, I do, and you look like Caroline, Stephanie.
There is a resemblance there. I don't know much what happened with Caroline's grandchildren. This house was left with Frederick and then passed on to his oldest living son, Stanley, and then passed on to me. I only met Caroline once in the 1950s before she died.
Do you have more pictures?
Yes, let me go get my photo album. Here's a picture of my father with his parents and siblings from 1922. And here is a picture I am with my parents in 1952. And lastly, here's a picture of me with Stephen and Brian when they were young. Hello, Stephanie, David, are you guys ready? Oh, your father's here. Guess it is time for you two to go back home. Thanks for the walk down memory lane.